I don't think that the note we should be on to start is how the focus on action has degraded cinema for this specific movie.
No. It definitely enhanced the viewing experience of this movie and this movie only.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Reel to Reel, everyone. We watched. I'm not even going to do the whole host thing. No, we watched Pacific Rim for this episode.
Didn't realize that was Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
okay. We'll get there. But
Okay.
so I'm starting this because this is like unironically one of my favorite movies of all time. Pacific Rim, made in 2013. 13.
It's 10 years oldish.
Yeah. Starring a fake American, a Japanese woman, a guy that almost played James Bond, and Ron Perlman. Oh yeah, and how could I forget? Fucking Charlie.
Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day. Charlie Day was by far the best character in the entire movie.
100%.
The guy who plays the other scientist, I enjoy the stuff he's in as well. I never remember his name.
I don't know of anything else that he has been in.
You know what else he's been in?
I can think of something.
Okay. So first things first. Movie starts off quite in like the most cheesy manner possible with like the voiceover scene. It's just like and one day this big ass hole just fucking opened out of the ocean, and then these scary ass shark monsters came out, and we're just like, nah, you know what? We just want to fight.
Yeah.
Right.
And it took him like 14 hours to use jets and shit to fight him, and then we had to figure out a different way to do it because one came 6 months later, and then another 6 months, and another 3 months.
Gorman.
The scientist dude.
Yeah, that's his name.
But yeah, doing all that intro into like,
He was in The Dark Knight Rises. He had a minor role in that.
what?
Yeah.
Who? Was he one of the people on the
Philip
plane?
Stryver.
Philip Stryver.
Okay,
I don't
weird.
remember.
Is there anything else that he's been in?
Well, give me a second, dude. There's a couple things in here. Alexander in The Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. He was a teacher.
Have not seen that.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I forgot what that one would be.
He was in Pacific Rim Uprising. He was the same guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would assume as much. You can't just be another guy. Okay, wait. So I've never seen Pacific Rim 2,
Neither have I.
but I did some research into it because, like I was looking into the cast of this
Right.
movie. They got John Boyega to play
Oh shit!
Idris Elba's son.
Son, yeah.
And like John Boyega's character is just like this fuck up that becomes a criminal after his dad died.
He's his biological son. He was a Jaeger pilot
He was a Jaeger pilot trainee.
and then he dropped out, and he became a criminal.
Yeah. And so like the Japanese, like, what the fuck? Mori? Was that her name?
Yeah.
Mako?
Mako.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
we
no,
can't.
it was
Okay. Let me deal with this tangent first, and then we're gonna deal with the Australians real quick. Okay. So like she becomes a senator, but like it's a weird like rape a Nanking situation where she's like a senator for China, and like
She's like a diplomat. She's not a senator.
yeah, but she holds like a pretty high position of authority inside.
She saved the world.
She's Japanese, and it's probably pretty fucked up that like she controls parts of China.
Things didn't work
okay?
out great.
No,
in the long term,
I'm just saying.
right? Like things could have gone better.
I'm simply saying.
But I think we're like based on the timeline of it, we're this close to the best outcome.
Okay, look, man. In the fucking movie, it says it was taking place in 2035. I don't think.
You know what? She exploded, so I think it's not a good.
I don't think that the Chinese have forgiven the Japanese, and I don't think the Japanese have actually said, "I'm sorry." Okay, that's all I'm putting out there.
There are very fine people on both sides.
That was the craziest Trump impression that you've ever done in front of me, and I wanna crawl into a hole with a blanket and kind of just like, Jaeger pilot myself.
I'll go into the blanket and drift with you.
Yeah. Okay. So the movie opens up you see a couple of like pretty cool fight scenes, and then you get like the oh no, we have to go fight now, brother scene. First off, Yancey's not a real name. Okay, I'm fucking throwing that one out there.
Okay.
No,
So
dude isn't real.
Why is the podcast starting off with a list of grievances?
Okay, well, because we got to start
because
with the
he
grievances.
said it's his favorite.
We got to start with the grievances, and then we can get to like the good stuff.
This is
Because-
what he does to his favorite movies.
Yeah, you have to pick it apart. Otherwise, because like at the end of the day, yeah, there are a lot of problems with this fucking movie. I still love it though.
Okay.
You know, Yancey's not real though. If you name your child Yancey, you want them to die in the first act of a movie.
But we're not in a movie.
Yeah, well, he was.
I don't think that's
Yancey
the
and
actor's
Raleigh.
name.
Bro. Okay, listen. You're naming your child after a fucking city. What are you doing?
Yancey's a city?
No, Raleigh.
Yeah, Yancey isn't real. Raleigh's a
Okay.
city.
Yeah,
Okay.
in a really shitty state, North Carolina.
Oh.
He can't. He's not real.
Eric, who are you talking to?
Thank you. He's not real.
He doesn't know that we're both not real.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So Yancey's not real, and then Raleigh is a thing, and then I think Yancey gets like 3 minutes of screen time before like fucking what was the first kaiju's name? Knifehead.
No, Knifehead was the one that killed the brother. Yeah.
Yeah, Knifehead's so dope.
They had some pretty
That
names.
is another thing that sounds like a slur.
Yeah, no, but like Knifehead is also just 100% like a Hey Arnold insult.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 100%. Oh my god, Helga would definitely call a motherfucker Knifehead.
Dude,
That's
could you
crazy.
imagine she's like takes over Idris Elba's role? It's just
Oh my god, no, but
Helga
like,
at the helm.
but like they
It's
don't
in the
even,
name, bro. It's in the
Oh,
name.
man. But like they don't even like get just like the voice actress that did Helga. Like they just animate Helga.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god. So yeah, and then what happens after like
He gets yoinked.
yeah, it's just like Knifehead just kind of just like nose bopped his left arm, and then
That happens first.
Yeah, and then Yancey
Yeah.
died like a little bitch.
Yeah, and then there's the scene
I just
on the
realized
beach.
that you left my door unlocked.
Nikhil, who are you talking to?
All right, that was pretty good.
No, that was really really good.
Yeah. It's a good thing that he doesn't have his headphones on and can't hear this.
Yeah, oh man. You know who he is?
Who?
He's the Australian son who like does some good stuff sometimes.
Oh, he's real sometimes.
Yeah.
But then just kind of a jackass the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Why did their robot look so much cooler?
Because it was made more recently.
yeah, it was
They
it was a
explain
Mark
in the
V.
movie that it got finished being made the day before
Everything was like cut
Okay,
and whatever,
so
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
so like you get the opening scene and then like you see like the main mecha thing, the main Jaeger,
Gypsy Danger.
just like was it really called Gypsy Danger?
Yes.
Gypsy Danger.
Yeah, it is.
This movie was funded by Nigel Farage. That's just fucking what happened. He's the fucker that
Gypsy is like a it's the what they say to indicate the letter G in like the speak for the
No.
military stuff.
This movie was just funded by Nigel Farage, who was like who
No,
spearheaded.
It's either no, I think it's Gamma.
Brexit.
Wait, hold on.
It's definitely Gamma for like the fucking
Military,
for
like,
military like,
whatever.
I
initials.
just think they pick I think they take a dictionary that was made a while ago
yeah.
and they pick two words.
No, I mean like listen, if you had two people in the military named Yancey and Raleigh, you would put them in a fucking mecha called Gypsy and just be like, just send the fuckers out. It's a nuclear bomb. Just like let it blow
It
the
wasn't
fuck
yet.
up.
I don't think.
No.
I think that's what they made a
has
point of it
been-
later.
It has been because when they were piloting it, that was the newest version, and everything is still analog, so it's still operating on like the nuclear engine, and then the Mark V, which was the Striker, that
was
one was all
electrical.
digital. So that's when
That's why the EMP worked, and
Yeah.
Right.
it wouldn't have worked on.
Yeah. No, I mean Gypsy. I thought at the beginning it wasn't nuclear yet.
No,
but
but
then
was.
when they fixed it,
because it's structurally this. It has the big cooling fan and stuff.
yeah.
But so like Yancey gets yeeted, and then like
Then
Rally
Rally kills Knifehead himself.
and like Rally just kind of ends up being in like a perpetual state of like Havana syndrome. So like he's just seasonally depressed all the time, and like is doing construction work to like cope with the headaches.
On the wall that they said was going to work.
This is the shit, right? This movie predicted Trump. I'm putting that out there right now.
Because the kaiju didn't pay for it.
The kaiju didn't pay for it, and the wall doesn't work. No. The entire time, I'm just like, this movie, this is fucking Nostradamus.
Yeah, I mean, the president too was like, "Yeah, this seems like a better option. Like, it seems real promising to fix our issue here with these illegal aliens."
Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's build this really big wall instead of funding the military operation that successfully fended off all of these giant fucking hammerhead sharks for the past 20 years.
To the point where kids are like dressing up in costumes and playing kaiju battles.
Like
You don't know enough different types of sharks.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think you said hammerhead once off camera.
Yeah, it's the only one aside from great white that I know about.
Look up goblin shark on your phone. That's Knifehead.
Okay. You guys.
Oh,
can continue that
you got the
conversation.
whole ass.
I know a few.
Okay.
You
I was just
can
gonna throw out
continue.
random names. I forgot.
More than the average bear.
Yep.
Oh my god, that is just Knifehead.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Do you want to see?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can show you. Maybe we can.
And I've seen it
throw up-
before, but
we can throw up an image
Yeah.
on the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
You know how
the audio listeners hate us.
how
They
they
do.
the way they bite is that they're like so that there's that knife part, right? Their mouth detaches. It's really
What?
It's really scary. Yeah.
So it is
Holy
exactly
shit.
like Knifehead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
and
each
then-
one is based on something, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
the one that's obviously a crab from the Flash.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. 100%.
Um,
The way that thing's mouth moved was fucking terrifying.
That's how a crab's mouth
Yeah,
moves.
all
That's
of the
mouths.
normal.
Yeah.
all of the mouths on all of them were just nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, so we fast forward. What was it, like 5 years after
I think so.
after the death of not real guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now we see North Carolina State Capitol building a wall. Yeah, this is an incredible episode. I love this so much.
Okay.
Anyways, so one, I don't think the union is going to be too happy with him and his, like his safety habits. Motherfuckers just sliding down railings.
It didn't seem like there was an alternative, to be fair.
That's true.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, his union rep's pretty pissed off after seeing this movie.
Eric, I don't
At the
think
same
those-
time.
I don't think those guys are unionized.
Yeah. I was
No,
gonna say.
I'm 100% sure that they're not. But okay, so here's the other thing, right? And then so I guess they're like getting work orders out. He's coming down there, and then like Idris Elba and like the fucking military, like the black ops, right? Just like fly down and just stop the process of everybody working.
And
he's
he happens to be
already
the first
walking
one
out.
Yeah, and he's just fucking looking at him. And just
He, like, heard the chopper.
No one stepped out of the hovercraft at
Yeah.
this point, and he just goes, "Nah, man, that's for me," and just like went out. And
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
owned
like- But I'm just like, but what happens if it wasn't for you?
Well, I mean, they probably told him he was the main character basically right away.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
but okay, put yourself into the shoes of everybody that's working in this facility, right? You're looking at this asshole walking towards armed men, and you're going, "This guy's a fucking idiot. He's gonna die."
Maybe they
They're
thought he was.
telling us we're not
Maybe they
working
thought he
hard
was
enough.
surrendering without a fight. Maybe
Yeah.
they thought he was a terrorist or something.
No, and then like you're kind of just sitting there like, wait, but they defunded you. How do you still have the money to operate a fucking hovercraft?
That one was just a regular
They
chopper.
implied that
No, it was like an aircraft carrier esque thing, right?
they
'Cause
they
it was a cargo.
implied
It was a
that,
cargo plane.
what's it called? Because the wall in Russia is done being built, the Russians give them money because the first successful Jaeger pilots are on the thing. They it's like a throwaway line, but they do mention it.
Oh, was that after
Yeah.
like they got in there?
Yeah, they sort of imply that like these two are what's keeping us funded.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That
I did
makes
miss
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know. Dude's just a narcissistic piece of shit. Where he's like, yeah, the choppers are here. It's for me. I'm literally the most important person in the world.
He is.
No, imagine for the first scene, they tell him, hey, you're the main character. And then, like, his brother dies, and they don't tell him there's a time skip. It's 5 years later.
Yeah. Could you imagine that logic? It's like,
Yeah. So then Idris Elba basically just like, I don't understand that dialogue exchange because I don't think that what Idris Elba said would be very convincing to me. Where he's like, would you rather die in a Jaeger or here waiting? I'm like,
in a Jaeger.
I'm like, this is pretty comfortable over here.
No, what are you talking? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Come
are
on,
you
man.
serious?
No, one.
I was trying
No.
to. You know what? I was trying to talk in like a nice even volume just to spite him for what he said earlier. But I'm upset. You wouldn't.
No, I
you
would
die.
not.
You'd fall off a fucking beam.
Yeah.
You'd prefer that.
Yeah.
Like those 3 other bitches?
Bro, you already know that I'm all about like accelerating my own death. If I see
Then
a
fighting a Jaeger!
dude, I have a much higher survival rate inside of a Jaeger
He'd
against
been
a
following
fucking kaiju.
He had been following work
no,
on the wall for 5 years.
I'm not trying to die.
That's
from
not accelerated.
I'm not trying to die from falling off of the wall, dumbass. I'm trying to see a Jaeger, or I'm trying to see a kaiju from the wall and jumping at the kaiju without the fucking mech.
You could just jump out of the mech because you're guaranteed to see a
No, but then
kaiju
that fucking
faster.
kills my partner. That's accelerating their death.
Eric, based on like the kaiju piloting ability of everyone here, I think you'd rather be in a Jaeger. I think that you don't have to worry about killing your partner because the kaiju will take care of that.
Yeah, I don't think that it would be a very smart idea if for any of us to be linked together. Because I think that halfway through a fight with like a class 1 kaiju, we'd just start fucking around and still get killed.
Yeah.
I would definitely tune in to
We'd
see
be
Chung and
Crimson
Bindu.
Typhoon.
The 3 of us would definitely be Crimson Typhoon. And like,
Was there a third spot in there though? I know they
Yes.
said they were triplets,
Yes.
but I
Yeah.
didn't see a third pilot at the
Yeah,
same
no,
time.
the third
three.
guy operates the third arm.
yeah.
Oh,
there
okay.
were
There is a triple Jaeger in the second movie as well, and it's actually much more well done because the third person can actually go into the abdomen where there is a mounted quad gun.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Spicy.
and it's omnidirectional. So they can flip the cabin around. The guns will slide around the outside.
Oh, that's
And-
sick.
Yeah, so you can't sneak around behind.
Yeah.
It is like the it's a bad movie, right? It's a bad sequel, but that fight,
yeah.
ooh,
So like by all metrics, right? Like by all metrics of what I consider a good movie, this is one of the worst movies of all time. But that does not stop this movie from being my favorite, like one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
oh yeah, for sure.
It sits very comfortably at like number 4.
Yeah,
And that is because of the interaction between North Carolina State Capitol and token Asian woman.
I don't think she's a
Which one?
token Asian woman.
She's token enough for Idris Elba to speak Japanese.
Yo, that was crazy.
It was
No,
weird to say
the
that.
most fucked up. No, like okay, so I haven't seen this movie.
A British person playing a fake American person speaking Japanese.
no,
that was something else.
yeah, no, that was quite literally like that is what I said in our group chat while I was watching this movie. Because so the guy that plays Raleigh is British, right? So it's a British dude faking an American accent, and then using that fake American accent starts speaking Japanese very poorly, and I'm just like, who the fuck cleared this? Guillermo del Toro, I understand that all of your movies watch like a sad cat meme, but like, what the fuck are we doing?
The one where it's going,
Yeah,
that one. I love that one.
all of his movies watch like that. There's like some form of just a sad monster just being like, oh no. And like the sad monster in this one is definitely like the class 4 kaiju that they fight in Hong Kong later on in the movie. Mm-hmm. Where like
The gorilla or the winged one?
the gorilla.
Okay.
Yeah. The winged, no. Fuck it.
Wait,
we got to jump.
Wait. No, just finish the thought because there's no coming back
hold
to
on.
this
Well,
thought.
no, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So you were just talking about the token Asian woman, as you put
Yeah.
it,
Okay.
who started making fuck me eyes at him right away.
But like her eyes are a little bit too close together, so her fuck me eyes looked really uncomfortable. That was the problem that I had with that scene. Like, oh my god, there's so much wrong with that interaction too. Because like, one, she's like 5 years younger than Idris Elba in the real life. So I'm just like, you're telling me a 5-year-old piloted a fucking nuclear mech suit?
10.
What?
Because she was 5 when she was, about to get eaten by the giant crab. So if he's only 5 years older, he would have been 10.
Oh my god.
10-year-old Idris Elba walks out of the fucking Jaeger.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? One of them
they didn't do a great job making him look old. He looked relatively young.
Because
Yeah.
I was just like, it
Guys,
would have made
touch
much,
of gray. Touch of gray.
It would have made much more sense if it was just like she is now like my adopted little sister, right? Like he's just very protective. Why does it have to be daughter? She doesn't even look that young, like to begin with.
No, but see, they fixed it because she has a little bit of dyed blue hair for like
Yeah.
part of the movie.
Because because everybody's just a fucking Scott Pilgrim fan. It's fucked up. I hate this.
I don't
hate
think
this
that
part.
has anything to do with that. I think they just were like, we need to
I
age
think
you
that's
down
cope.
to some degree.
I
Yeah.
think that's cope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like Scott Pilgrim. I'm a little upset with you.
I don't like Scott Pilgrim either, and I'm upset with myself.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then we get introduced to like all like the mishmash of characters.
The
of, like,
the 3 other Jaegers that exist because all the rest have been destroyed, decommissioned, scrapped
Yeah.
for the wall,
God,
etc.
the Russians were so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
The Russians were so dope. Like they walked.
They
in,
had like low key matching hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like they walked in, and I just heard the
that
Guile
is
theme.
that is the only couple, right? That's the only couple that is allowed to dress matching.
Yeah, dude. When they died,
Yeah.
I was upset.
Dude.
I was like, they're the best part of this
When
movie.
they got into the Jaeger, I was like, this is so like Cold War. Like the metal is just
Oh,
green
yeah.
with the red lights. I was like, oh,
I
this
think
is so
I think
good.
that they captured the design philosophy of every single Jaeger, like and where it's supposed to be from. I think they did that
Yeah.
extremely
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Stryker. Because Stryker shouldn't exist because Australia is not real. Okay, so let me explain to you how
I thought it
this
was real.
movie-
It was just upside down New
Let me
Zealand.
let me explain to you why like this movie confirms my theory that Australia is not a real place.
Okay.
Okay, so one, the douchebag son, British guy, faking an Australian accent.
Yep.
That's why it doesn't sound real because it's not.
He never said cunt. 'Cause
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. The dad,
Yeah.
American.
Really?
So no Australians were casted to play the Australians. So not real. Can't be real. Also, what kind of fucking Australian is named Hercules?
Actually, what that
You don't know one. You can't.
I don't know one personally.
Oh, okay.
Personally. no, but like that's they have those kind of names down there a lot.
Yeah, because they're not real. This is all
Do
a
you-
part of your imagination.
Do you think the real Hercules was real? Yes or no? Like
50-50
the Greek one.
on that one.
He was Greek. You think Greece is real, right?
Like part of Greece is real.
Is it the part where Vasilios is from?
It's the part where like I feel as though if I call them Dussies, they would be really upset with me.
Okay, does real Greece have Athens or is that fake Greece?
No. Athens is actually just a part of like the UK, right? It's a part of the Great British Empire because
We need to sit him down with like a globe.
I'm happy that he didn't say it was also part of North Carolina because that's kind of what I was expecting, to be
same.
honest.
There probably is an Athens, North Carolina. That's a
there
common
is an
town.
Athens.
God.
There is an Athens in the US. I
Yeah.
think it's
I
in
do know
Georgia.
that much.
Is it? That sounds right.
It's
Yikes.
somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
Somewhere where Greece wouldn't want to be associated with.
Yeah. Where like they're definitely against like the man boy love.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Anyway, you were getting to them finding out that they're drift compatible, right?
Oh, God. I think that was next on the list, but he didn't know it.
No, I wasn't ready for that. You're chasing the white rabbit.
Yeah.
And the white rabbit is just
If
pissing
anyone
me off.
here-
Huh?
No, plot twist. You're chasing the white rabbit.
That's exactly what I was
I'm
about
the
to
white
say.
rabbit
Oh shit.
because I'm the one who guided you to this.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. Like they just started playing with sticks, and I'm
They
like,
did.
this is
Yep.
so cringy.
Yeah.
And I loved every moment of it.
Yeah.
Like it's like a train wreck. You can't stop staring at it, but you know, like lives are being ruined because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, God,
Careers are being cut off.
yeah, I'm just like, damn, those Asian dudes are really just kind of throwing it away. They could have been extras in Ip Man. Like that would have just been better. Like, what
Hey
are
man, we got to play basketball and look like
yeah,
you
like
know?
what are we fucking doing? And what like they were just counting, and like the counting system just seems so arbitrary when like they were fighting with the
100%.
sticks. I'm like, none of. I don't get this. What are we? What is this game?
It's definitely supposed to be like that whole hit system of like once like they are not able to react and your stick is next to the head. It's like yeah, but then like the second or third point that she gets on him is like okay, hold on, this doesn't that
doesn't
wasn't
count.
even no.
Yeah. And the entire time, I'm like, yeah, God, it definitely like there was supposed to be like the weird sexual tension that like you've been feeling for like the entire time that they've been on screen together. But at the same time, you're like, she is just not about this life. She does not want to do this movie. Her agent fucked her over. Her agent signed her up for this shit. He's like, oh, we're doing like a really cool mech movie, and she's like, oh, it's probably like a live action Evangelion, and then she got this. She got like
No. You would not jump for joy to be cast in an Evangelion.
Yeah.
It's because it was Guillermo del Toro. That's what she was told.
Yeah, no. So
I
he's doing a
I
movie.
think that she knows she's a little too old to be cast in Ava as a main character.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I guess like you get the premise of the movie, and you're just kind of thinking to yourself, Guillermo del Toro's doing a Gundam movie. That's fucking sick. And
Yeah.
then you realize like this is G Gundam, and it's the worst one.
Everything that you said about Gundam made me sad. It feels like you never watched it.
I didn't.
Oh, it takes place in fucking space, bro.
I know that much. But like this movie straight up is just G Gundam though. Like you can't fucking tell me it's not.
It
on.
isn't.
Hold on, wait. Do you remember
Hold
the
on.
Cartoon Network
Hold on.
game
Time out.
for Gundam?
Time out.
Where like it was
chess
chess
game?
but
Yeah.
then it was rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was so good at that shit.
And then one of them was sword. Now you can go into the sword.
No. I'm not ready for that. That shit
Sword,
was
shield, laser.
That
right?
shit was incredible. No. What are you talking about? The entire premise of G Gundam is it's one dude like controlling the mech that literally just attaches itself to his being. You remember have you seen G Gundam? It is quite literally the worst one.
Is that the latex suit one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah.
with the hand.
But G
Yeah.
Gundam is about a tournament between.
Well, there are certain tournament arcs, but like there are a lot of villains that he fights.
then they're all from different countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like this is same I guess like mechanics to how they control their suit.
No, G Gundam is Pacific Rim 2.
Fair enough. Did they get to a point where like you could solo control a suit?
No. They fight a rogue Jaeger that it's turned out to be it's being controlled by a kaiju brain because a human is working with the precursors.
It's Charlie Day.
It's Charlie Day.
It's Charlie because he drifted with the brain and it's yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it actually?
Yeah, he became addicted to drifting with the brain.
Dude, like
God, okay. Now I have
okay.
questions as to why we didn't watch that one.
Okay, so the realistic explanation for this, right, is that Charlie from It's Always Sunny drank way too much riot juice, got fucked up, and was just like, nah, I'm down to like become a shark brain. So yeah, then they link up.
You sure it wasn't Fight Milk?
It's either
Oh my God.
it's both. It's both. It's Fight Milk and riot juice. Made for bodyguards by bodyguards.
Drink it every day so you can fight like a crow.
Yeah, I think the highlight of the movie was when she like full on dissociates when she sees like the fucking Hokkaido crab monster coming at her,
Yeah.
and is just about to murk
The entire
crew.
base.
Yeah.
She's just like, no. If I have to relive this, we all going out.
Yeah, and then the whole idea, like, I thought it was crazy how it's, like, oh, yeah, the Jaeger, it's an independent machine. We're going to do, like, trial mode to make sure that they can drift okay. But unplugging the computer in the headquarters turns off the robot that is supposed to be independently controlled for whatever reason.
This is the other thing.
Well, yeah,
right?
it's alternating current. They just use
the two?
Yeah, they just use they use a longer plug. You just can't see it because the Jaeger's really big. It's like one of those vacuums where you can yank it and then it zooms back in.
What?
Like it's on a spool and you just yank it once and you hear the click and you let go.
it's like the difference between like just plugging in a Fresnel directly into like a home plug without getting the
That sounds like
necessary.
something you understand. Yeah, that's that's analog. That's what that means.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Striker Eureka is wireless. I'm sorry, it's Bluetooth.
No. He's still so young. Maybe he'll understand it in like
It's infrared.
like internet terms, right? Like
It's
so,
DSL.
So Striker is like broadband, right?
Oh, okay.
And then the Romanian slur one is I can't say it on camera anymore. We've already said it.
You can
times.
say it when you're referring to the mech.
Nope.
You can't flip the words. You got to say it in the right order. You cannot say it in reverse order. But as long as you call it by its
Danger,
name.
Will Robinson. Danger.
But so that mech is that one would be like DSL, right? And then the Russian ones are still on dial-up.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Bro, that is a telegraph. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, why does the big boss computer? Nah, I don't know anything Metal Gear. This isn't a Metal Gear thing, okay? I don't want to go and make this a whole Metal Gear
I'm
episode.
not a Metal Gear guy.
Oh, okay. If anyone here was.
You were so relieved. Like, I can say whatever I want now, thank God.
I think the problem is if you're a Metal Gear guy, you're really a Metal Gear guy, and that comment
That's
would
kind
have
of
pissed
the
you
thing.
off.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you saying? So, like, when they unplug the machine.
Yeah, no, the main computer that they're like keeping track of vitals from, that turns off the robot and turns off the plasma cannon. Like that didn't make any
Okay,
sense.
so this is my problem with that entire scene, right?
I mean, it took
that
like
she's-
3 people to unplug it.
She's already freaking out. You can see it from her vitals of her heartbeat and everything going up. Why the fuck didn't you just pull the plug right when that happened? Why did you wait until 40 seconds away from just catastrophic failure?
It
Because
was
normally
less than 40.
normally you just have to push a button unless it's a main character. If it's a main
if
if it's a main character, then the button
I
doesn't work.
I fucking love everybody in that control room just being like, yo, Rally, calm her down, bro. She's chasing after the white rabbit. And you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do right now? She's in her own head.
Well, I mean, because of the drift,
She's also in his.
She forced him to dissociate as well. So like,
Well,
I
no,
don't.
but
he was still trying to
He
like.
started it? Are you? That's your explanation.
He dead ass started it though.
Yeah, he told Idris Elba like, "We're drift compatible. You felt that, right?"
Oh my god, stop. Fucking stop. No, you can't quote dialogue. If you quote dialogue, I'll hate this movie. I promise I'll hate this movie. So this is the thing, right? So he's standing in there, they're both like linking up and they're like, "Oh man, we're going to go on a really cool adventure, guys." And then like they put on the helmet and it looks pretty dope and I really want to be a part of that whole situation, but that's beside the point, right?
No, I thought you'd rather be building a wall, motherfucker.
I'm lying for the sake of content, Jesse.
You're not content build.
You're not content. Okay. Anyways,
You couldn't say content build.
no. But like, and then he just like looks over at her and just goes, "Oh, flashback," and then like sees his brother dying
Yeah.
and fucks her up, and then she looks like an asshole in front of everybody who's already doubting her. That's his fault. He started it.
Here's the thing, though. He got over it.
He had 5 years to deal with that shit.
Yeah. She had like
No,
how
no,
old
no.
is Idris Elba?
Well, Idris Elba like definitely just kind of sheltered her. You know.
Yeah.
He had to go climb railings.
Oh no, you know what? It's his fault because he showed her the red shoe.
Not until way later.
No, I thought it was like
No, it was
right
before,
before
like, I made
she
you a
piloted the
promise.
thing. Yeah, I made you the promise. Here's the shoe.
Oh yeah.
Remember the big spooky
Yeah,
crab?
look at the Irish guy blaming the black guy. Crazy.
I'm not saying that because of that.
Problematic.
I'm saying it because he's Protestant, bro.
Problematic. Wow. What a guy. Okay, can we get to the part where like she whips out the sword? I don't really
yeah,
care about the. I really
Oh yeah,
don't care
she says
about
"for my family" in
that.
Japanese.
I wanted to also hand blade myself in the throat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just like, damn, I really wish I had one of those spinal
like
things.
just
and
from
like,
just from bow to stern.
yeah, I could not.
Dude, I remember when we
anytime-
saw that shit in theaters, though. We're like, yo, the dick sword? The dick sword was crazy.
Yo, can we also just talk about how fucking stupid hurricane formation was?
What was it?
It literally
wasn't
It was
anything.
just
They
it was
said
just squaring.
hurricane
It was
form-
just squaring up.
No, like it's just like it's squaring up with like another arm back.
No, dude, it's Scorpion style. I've explained Scorpion style to you before.
Yeah, you have one hand
It's
here,
like-
you have one hand up here, and they just don't know which.
No, they're
one's
both
gonna-
up here. They're both like this, and you because you never expect to get punched right on the top of the head. So
Yeah,
Because like that whole thing was just like, okay, it's 3 people, it's got 3 arms, this is sick. What is this thing gonna be able to do? Because we've seen some robots do some crazy shit, and it has like
the
why
an-
did they
like
and
a
the
fucking
answer is
shuriken that it
just
holds in its hand.
and also it can like flip itself over.
But like the shit was like this was their arm movement. They just went like they were like the
yeah,
the
you would
pause
like
animation.
you expected it to be more dynamic.
Yeah, because of the third person,
Yeah.
you don't expect that
You
to be
can-
limiting.
and they can twist the torso all the way around. They could have done
Right.
some of the tightest shit with that.
right.
It literally
Right, they explained that
fucking
the
legs-
dagger
they- now
was
they've
built
established-
for capoeira.
Yeah, like the bottom is a separate piece, the head is a separate piece, so everything else can turn.
Right.
Like you'd expect hurricane formation to be like a blender or something,
Yeah,
right?
He was
Yeah,
worse
he
than
literally,
Blackout.
Like, it literally was just like tuck tuck the entire fucking time, and I hated it because I'm like, you could have done the sickest shit. Like you
Yeah.
could have totally owned that fucking kaiju. Like what are
in,
you doing?
in the second movie, there's an orange one that is like the dexterous one, right?
Okay.
It has like 2 beam swords, and it actually executes it really well. It can parkour off buildings.
God.
The people who have to pilot it at the end, they baseball slide into the scene, just and they get up right away.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Transformers was definitely like the better
the robot movie.
yeah, the better robot like franchise.
Yeah,
by far.
it's like I said, like Blackout did the thing. Like his thing was this thing spins. I'm going to use the propeller, and then like the shuriken is like, what if we just did it the other way? That doesn't cut anything, but it's also definitely not going fast enough to like deflect things. And we just, ooh, you're hypnotized, Mister Kaiju.
I'd also like to throw this out there, but if Leatherbag didn't have an EMP, it's done.
Oh
right?
yeah, 100%.
Like you don't be the first Jaeger ever made and survive to that part of the movie unless you eat ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, that's like that was my whole thing. It's like the Russians need to be able to fuck shit up, and then like the one robot that we know of that has 3 pilots is like they got to do more than just die
Yeah.
and like have their robot look cool in the hangar.
and then that was it.
Yeah,
It was just like
I would've-
capoeira stance.
Because like the thing with Striker Eureka is that you see it fight in the news footage, so you already know.
Yeah, you know that one's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't see enough of the other 2.
Yeah.
That's one of my issues.
Yeah, you don't see any of the other Jaegers fighting, like at all.
I thought it was really funny though during Mako's flashback, where you can see like what Idris Elba's Jaeger looked like, right? It was just this big, bulky, immobile thing, and like the entire fight takes place just above frame, and it ends in 5 seconds. So I was like, you just want to know, what did he do?
Okay, so I don't know. I think like there's a bunch of fight scenes that happened, but like the big one in Hong Kong was dope when it's just like he just slams his hand into the shelter looking for Charlie Day.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
That was pretty funny. And then there was the part where like Ron Perlman's character just fucking
That
died.
is straight up. He doesn't die. There's an after credit scene. He crawls back out. And he goes, Where's my shoe?
Yeah, I
Not
did
not an
see
after,
that.
but it's like
Yeah.
You don't expect it because it's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah,
but there is an
I
after
did
credit
not
scene.
stay. I did not stay watching the movie that long. But like, I just loved
Yeah.
the idea of the baby kaiju choking on a shoe, and
Yeah.
that's why it fucking died.
Not even the rest of Ron Perlman.
Yeah,
The shoe.
it's just the shoe, and that's the thing that comes out. And Charlie Day's like,
Well, this might as well happen.
yeah. I think my favorite scene in the entire movie was when Charlie Day and the other scientist kind of settled their differences.
Yeah, I'm drifting with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
because I need
dude.
to know, like,
I was just like, that's heartwarming, man. That's wholesome as fuck.
Yeah.
I love that.
like the best, most accurate thing about like the entire movie was that when Charlie like goes for the handshake, like, dude, we're gonna fuck this shit up. Dude like doesn't know how to grab onto the hand. He's like, we will indeed do something about this.
yeah, that was good.
I loved his crackhead
Yeah,
energy in that
those
scene.
those two were like one of the best parts of the sequel.
I think that they were the best part of this
Yeah,
movie
'cause, like,
because
it's-
like they're the only two people that knew how to act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Uprising?
No, I have not.
Neither of us have seen it.
When it's revealed that Charlie Day is the guy who's like working with the kaijus, like Geisler tries to talk, or Geisler's Charlie, the other guy,
Yeah, the other
tries to like talk him down, like, oh my God, you've been drifting with the brain, and he's like, hey, listen, you're a good man, this isn't you, and then like he's still the bad guy, right? He says in a really distorted voice, he's gone, and you're like, oh, that's really good. You should watch it and just
look,
deal with it until that happens.
I think the problem is like I know I would enjoy it even though I know that it's an objectively bad movie.
I don't know if you would enjoy it. It's about trainees that are like actually children.
No, but that's they're doing Naruto but with mechs.
They're doing Boruto but with mechs.
Yep. Stinky.
Yeah, it's
Ooh. A lot of ammonia. A lot of ammonia.
it's Rally the Next Generation.
No, it's Yancey the next generation.
The Next Generation.
You know what? Like bringing him back up was something that, like, looking back on it, I thought was like a bit more of a missed opportunity. Like when he went to, like he mentions, hey, my brother died when we were still drifting, like together, and so I was there.
Not an excuse for you to be a little ass bitch, but whatever.
I think that would have been something that was like cooler to like go deeper into and explore and see if there was anything long term.
Oh, because like he
he
said that
mentions it,
They
but-
were he says it like
Yeah.
he experienced his brother die,
Right.
and so now like when Mako drifts with him, she experiences both of their memories,
Right.
which is like that's crazy.
Yeah.
How that's how that works.
Like that
Okay,
should have definitely
so-
taken precedent over spooky crap.
Okay, so just like from a logistics standpoint, right? How do like you just look at someone and go, "Yeah, she can drift with me."
No.
Is that how that works?
That's not
Is
how
that
it
how that
works.
works?
You
No,
gotta
no,
play
no.
with sticks first.
No, there's like
No, he knew before.
That-
Dude,
okay.
Motherfucker, like just gets his shit absolutely kicked in with a stick, right?
Well, okay.
and then runs after her and just goes,
Do
"You
you-
felt it too, right? You fucking felt it too, right? Like right in your loins.
I-
Like what is wrong with you?"
So here's the thing about like mecha stuff, right? Did you watch the original Gundam? Do you know what new typism is?
No.
It's basically like psychic autism, right? But one of the things is that like new types can sense each other. Like it's like kind of like
Oh,
telepathy.
okay. So I guess it is just like a
That's
kind
like
of
a
genre
yeah,
thing that
that's like a
happens.
trope.
Okay.
Like you can just recognize.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's not
sort of
real.
thing.
Like if someone kicks my shit in, like I'm too much. Like my ego is too fragile for me to be like, no.
Well, that's because you're neurotypical.
Yeah. I just like
You're not mech autistic, bro. Get on my level.
You know what? You would die in a Jaeger. You'd die right away.
like I don't know if someone like absolutely wrecks my shit. I'm not gonna run after her and be like, no, you felt that connection, right? Like that's creepy. You can't tell me that's not creepy.
Well, but he's the main character.
That's still creepy.
Unless you're the main character.
No, that makes it more creepy. It's like Hinata, right? If Hinata was the main character of the show, she's weird. She's already kind of weird.
Yeah,
as
that's
it
the
stands.
point of her.
Yeah. I mean, she got there in the end, and so did he, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
That's
Yeah.
why the sequel is about the next generation.
Dude, I think this entire movie is actually just like really, really anti-Muslim propaganda.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also confused.
Well, I mean, okay.
I've never said this like on or off camera. I agree with you, Eric. You need to explain that.
Okay, so what is like the final act, right, of the capital of North Carolina?
The final act.
Yeah, like what is his final heroic act?
He detonates a nuke inside of another dimension.
Where was he?
In another dimension.
No, but physically, he was inside of the thing that he was driving, correct?
Not yet.
Gypsy Danger. I'm gonna keep saying it because then it's the name of a robot.
But okay, that's what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
He started the countdown in there, but then he got out.
yeah, that's just because halfway through he's like, you know what? I think that I can deal without the 100 virgins, and I'll just go deal with like the one Asian, right? That was his mentality. He gave up. That was how like
I think it was always his plan to use the escape
no.
pod, Eric.
Everything that you have said ever on camera is quite a stretch, but this is the stretchiest.
well, it's because like you look at you kind of just look at how much I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to do anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. this
Okay.
is-
We found it.
Yep.
We found the limit.
Yeah, you ran out of energy.
You did it.
No. It's,
Oh, he found it. He
yeah,
found it.
yeah, I found
Damn
it.
it.
So like you look at all the kaijus, right? A lot of collagen, stretchy.
No,
We got to get there.
no, I don't.
Yeah.
It's broke. You broke it. You snapped it.
You broke it. You did it.
I did.
Congrats.
Oh,
Well,
thank
okay,
God.
this
All
movie.
Yeah. Okay. So let's be real here, right? Sharks are mostly collagen.
Okay.
So like the collagen is like the one thing that is pretty responsible for like the elasticity of your skin.
I'm not going to take this from someone who only knows 3 kinds of sharks.
all I'm saying, consumer of shark fin soup.
That's fucked up. That's really. Do you know?
It's a cultural thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's still like a bad. Do you know why? How they get when they take the fin, they put the shark back. You know
Yeah.
how fucked up that is.
It's dope. Fuck sharks. Sharks turn into kaijus, bro.
I was just about to ask where you stand on sharks.
Yeah, no, sharks turn into
No,
kaijus.
bro. He's
You're
why we
going
have
to
the
Japan
genre.
in like 2 months. Are you sure you want to be saying bad shit about kaijus?
They're gonna find me anyways. You know.
Yeah.
Dude,
This
that's
is why
how-
I like
that's how
staying
they
in
get
the
made.
middle of the country.
That's how they get made and why they're pissed at people. The finless sharks go to the bottom. That's where the ridge is at.
None of the
They
kaijus
go-
have fins. Oh my god.
Or the fins grow back as more weaponized appendages.
I just want to throw this out there, right? In the timeline of this movie, that this happens in 2022,
Yeah. We missed it.
Fuck.
or it happened and we were just asleep.
I would not have slept through that. Absolutely no fucking way.
We don't live on the
I would.
coast.
I don't. I would have bolted up right in a cold sweat. You think I wouldn't just know?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, you're right.
it's like the everything he felt when the first Transformers movie
You'd
came
get
out.
you'd get a call at 3 a.m. like just wailing on like
I'm
laying on my
enlisting.
horn. It's like get it, come outside, get in the car. You do not have time to take a shower. You slow motherfucker.
This man would enlist in anything and everything remotely militaristic at a chance to pilot
I would
a
be
giant robot.
I would be a drift slut. I would drift with anybody to pilot a giant
yeah.
robot.
You,
If you catch my meaning.
my man really just said, "I will let you anywhere inside of me so that I can do this thing." Motherfucker.
Anywhere.
This dude really gets sledded out for the idea of like fisting a shark. That's crazy.
Dude, everyone has their price, and my price is an amount of money it would take to fund a giant robot.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know what? I'm down with it. I love God. Guillermo del Toro just makes the best movies because, like I said, they all watch like sad cat memes. And I love it. I love Guillermo del Toro. I think the reason why the second one sucks is because he didn't direct it.
Yeah. Well, also like Rally, the guy who plays Rally, like that character isn't there. Mako is there for all of 5 minutes and she dies right away. You don't really have any kind of attachment to anyone except for the scientists because they're the only characters who come back.
It really is Boruto.
I also just feel like John Boyega's character is just JoJo.
I don't think that's quite accurate, right? Like he has like, I think he's interesting. I just think that like because it's a sequel and he's a new character in a sequel, that's like, why is he here?
Yeah.
Right. I feel like if it was a standalone thing, then it would have been fine. But like you need to reestablish the like all the like interpersonal relationship between his character and the partner, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
the partner is the guy who stuck with the program, and you have to basically do the thing all over again.
Oh, wait. Okay. Another thing that we kind of have to jump forward to because we're getting pretty close to the end of the movie. The fight scenes or whatever. I mean, like the movie is mostly just fight scenes, right?
Yeah.
Like that's all of the
That's
fun
the
parts
part
of the
I'm going to
movie.
talk about mostly.
That's the fun parts of the movie because
100%.
like, if you start sitting down and like dissecting dialogue, you're just gonna want to put like a couple radiation poisoning pills into your mouth.
Promise? You'll do that?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the dialogue now.
But I love like the comic, the comically timed like anime nosebleed that Idris Elba had in the middle of like the crowd.
In an anime, a nosebleed has a different.
Yeah, that's that.
Nope. He looked at
Not for his
Mako.
daughter.
He looked at Mako and just went.
No, she did. Like, hey, you got a thing, and he's like, oh fuck.
And then he went, damn, she knows,
Dismissed.
and then just left.
That is not the context that was there.
That is 100% what he did. He's like, fuck. That's supposed to happen behind closed doors.
It's fine if she's adopted.
I like how they set that up though, because like you like see his nosebleed, and then you see him like take a pill out of like a box with his name on it, right? Mm-hmm. And so like you already think like, what is that? And then they like I think they pace that out really well.
Yeah, I think like it's good that they showed it to like and sort of like developed it over the course of the movie. But something about the way that he took the pill, like it was like real time slow motion. Like the way he took the pills was always like, this is so awkward.
No,
something
that
about
is-
how
no,
he is taking
that
his
is
pills
100%
is-
just like the way a middle-aged man takes his daily medication. Like
Just
very
like one-
begrudgingly. It's like, I don't need this. But then like they take it anyways because the doctor tells them that like if they don't, they're going to die.
Yeah. But I thought that was like another cool like sort of world building thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like they needed to make the Jaegers as fast as possible, so they didn't add any radiation shielding.
Right. Yeah,
So,
I like that little
wait.
throw in there and everything.
Then what the fuck is going on with the Russians? Like how are they not suffering the same fate?
They're Russian.
They're
Are you
from
serious?
Chernobyl, bro.
Do you
That's very insensitive. Go on.
Okay, what do you think is under their suit? What do you think is under the mechanical parts?
I'm not.
3-stripe life.
What?
And a tracksuit. There's a track. That's radiation shielding.
Man, no, that's genius.
I don't know how
That
you
makes-
didn't catch that as
No,
soon as you said three-stripe.
that makes so much sense.
I can't believe this. Like this is his favorite movie, and like we're getting along so well today.
That is quite possibly the smartest thing that you've ever said in your
Yeah.
life.
That's why the only thing that looks like it has radiation.
I bet after they died, you didn't pause the movie, play some hard bass, and pour one out for them.
No, I definitely did not do that.
I can't even look at you right now.
Yeah, man. Like the frosted tips give it away. Like that's the only part that the tracksuit isn't covering, and that's why the hair is getting more and more discolored. They don't dye it like
No,
that. That's just the radiation.
Dude, they were the most like. Aside from
I
Charlie
like
Day-
that. I like that theory. That's like that's not like bleach or dye. That's the only part of their body that's being affected because they're just so fucking strong.
Man, I just like aside from Charlie Day, they were by far the best characters.
Yeah,
It's not even close. It's not even.
I don't think they spoke.
they
No,
died a
did.
little bit.
They did. They definitely spoke. It was mostly screaming like, "Hey, we're gonna die," and then like they
Yeah.
died. You know.
They had the coolest like rigs too, like the
Yeah.
old school visors.
Oh yeah, 100. Dude, when you see like that military green like on anything Russian, it's like, oh, this is like we're playing like the theme song of the Soviet Union right now. This is amazing. This is all this movie needed to be
Every
a fucking
single
10 out
kaiju
of 10.
battle with them just felt like a movie about Stalingrad, and I fucking loved it.
There was one.
You know what's
And they
actually
lost.
You know what's a more reasonable explanation for why like the radiation shielding for them? They probably just took an existing Russian reactor that was shored the fuck up because Chernobyl happened in Russia, so they don't fuck around with that.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair point.
I like
Shout outs
mine
to
better.
America for just constantly being like negligent.
Sorry, we didn't think this through.
Laissez-faire about
Yeah,
radiation.
just real negligent about all things radioactive or toxic.
All of our Jaegers were the nuke town of Jaegers.
Oh my god, we're so dope. We're
Yeah.
the coolest, man.
Yeah. They do all the safety checks. We do Indiana Jones in a fridge in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh man, okay, fuck it. Like there's still we still got to get to the end of the movie, but
Yeah.
like, have you guys seen the trailers for the new Indiana Jones movie?
Yeah,
No.
I have.
I want to play in traffic.
Yeah, but I do have to see it.
I do too. And I'm gonna play in traffic afterwards because I'm like, Harrison Ford should just be retired.
We're a far.
I mean, this is the last one he's like contractually obligated to do, right?
I think that he's
feel like he should have just been like, "Hey, man, I'll just buy me out of my contract, please." Like, I
Or
can't
I think
do
you-
another
I feel like
one
the
after
entire
you
movie.
did.
I feel like whatever.
Bro, you
this
made me
next
do
movie
Shia
is-
LaBeouf. Like, you made me do one with
That's
Shia
the last
LaBeouf.
one I remember seeing commercials of. But I feel like this whole movie.
No. They straight up played one during Super Bowl. During the Super Bowl, there
Oh,
was an
fuck.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
with Shia
trailer.
LaBeouf.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
they're not bringing him back.
Who
Yeah.
was the person? It was Harrison Ford, and then there was like a girl.
Yeah,
right?
I don't remember.
I don't remember who it was, but
It's probably Anna Kendrick.
No, it was not in. We would know. We wouldn't be
definitely
struggling
know
with the
I
name.
know you would, but I'm just saying. I'm putting that out there. It's his last movie. Might as well just make it another pitch perfect.
Indiana Jones and the Quest for the Perfect Pitch.
okay, wait, hold on. Jesse's a genius.
Eric, who are you talking to?
I think no, Jesse's a genius. Listen. There's no way in hell that we're not gonna make this happen. Okay, we're gonna hijack that production.
The post-pod is going to be writing the script, right? Obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I want to see Indiana Jones crack a whip at like a Nazi, and then go into a full-blown musical number, singing about how like it's wintertime for Hitler now.
Oh, you want to produce an original song?
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Real bold of you to think he'll stop at one.
It's the entire movie.
He wants to dust off his music chops. Uh-oh.
Okay.
I opened up a can of worms.
All right,
that
we
I
got
can't
we got to
close.
get to the post pod real quick.
Yeah,
we got to
yeah,
get
yeah.
to the post pod.
Speedrun.
Okay,
no,
they
so-
fight, then they lose, and then
So like he nukes the little like the funnel from Alien World to, and then he gets
after fake Australian, not really Australian, because Australian doesn't exist,
Yeah.
blows himself up to make a path for the lady.
and then so he like
Dude, the
blows-
part right after the explosion where like the fish fall out of the free air.
Yeah.
And they're at the bottom of the fucking ocean. That was tight as fuck. And then the water just
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that was the
yeah.
thing. I was
The
like,
shit
oh
that
man,
fucked
fish
me
are
up-
dying.
the shit that fucked me up was like the final words to Idris Elba by Mako was something sensei, and I'm like, he's your dad. Like, what are you saying? Respect him.
You were the one that talked about it being a sign of respect
think-
earlier
I
when he
think
said no
that's-
to your dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking call him Tosan or something, bro.
son.
Yeah, that's dad.
Well, yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I think that's just their relationship. I
Nah,
think they-
no. You call, bro. He raised you, even though he was only 10. Like,
Oh,
fuck
wait.
off.
You know what? She should have used Gigi.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would've been good.
That would be
Yeah,
dope.
100%. But anyways, so dude blows himself up in the suit, and then like right before everything explodes, he gets into the pod. It shoots him through like the interdimensional black hole thing, and then he gets up, right? And then so Mako gets out, and she's fine, and then his pod comes up, and then there's like this little blip of them just going like, oh no, I can't find the pulse, right? And then he wakes up after I don't even remember.
She's
how that
hugging him too hard.
happened. So what
And
happened?
in my brain, that's when What I've Done starts playing because the planes fly
No, because that's
overhead.
absolutely when it would
Yeah.
play.
Yeah. So
You
this
have a
is-
good eye for that.
Well, okay, so it's like they have the helicopters doing the whole intercom thing, and they're awkwardly holding each other. And Victoria Justice, that is exactly how I would hold you if you were ever in the same room as me. Like our heads would be touching, we really wouldn't want to be there with each other. It would be super dope. So come through.
You're really running out of steam on that.
Yeah, starts hurting after a while. You
You know what, man?
You okay?
She doesn't know what she's missing out on.
Yeah, the awkward head touches. Yeah.
I was talking about like being in captivity for an extended period of time.
Well, we don't know that she doesn't know what that's like. She worked with Dan Schneider.
Oh, you made it sad.
Yeah.
I was trying to be like a supportive friend.
Yeah, that's all I'm putting that out there. Because that's the whole idea behind like the getting the van thing. She might be comfortable with it. That might just be what.
Oh,
she knows.
that might be like a Monday.
Yeah.
And you thought that wasn't being a supportive friend. How dare you?
I don't fucking
Okay.
know these. I don't think of these things.
Are we good to kind of wrap up?
Yeah.
Did we go long?
What's the?
We're about there. Yeah.
We're about-
It's 113.
What's 113?
Yeah.
Yo,
We took a lot longer than last time though to start, so I don't know.
was it?
Yeah,
I thought it was shorter.
Yeah.
Once
thought,
I actually like hit record and
I
everything.
thought we were at like. It doesn't really matter. We
Yeah.
can just start wrapping things up
Yeah, we can.
just a little bit. Ratings.
We don't even know what Jesse thought of the movie at this point.
It doesn't matter.
Like, yeah,
like I
it's-
picked it, so we know what I thought of it.
Yeah.
Do you
I think we have a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like the city fight was hype as fuck. It was all the color. Everything was super saturated. It's like, yeah, fucking things blowing up, things fighting.
Yeah.
This is good. And then anything with people was like, all right, I get it, but like, come on, let's go.
No,
Unless it was
that
Charlie
literally-
Day.
That was 100% how the movie watched.
Yeah.
The entire time. Where you're just like, just go. Get the fuck off the screen. Where the fuck are the kaijus? Get out of my face.
Unless it was Charlie Day, and then like in the shop and everything, that was kind of cool. Like I like how they kept the find the secret black market really short and sweet.
Yeah, it
And,
wasn't like a drawn out thing. He just found it.
Right. And it was just like, oh yeah, it's top secret. Unless you have a blue light somewhere in
People
the
don't
city.
just have those. To
yeah,
be fair.
right,
Yeah.
right. But it's one of those things where it's like it's super like if all you needed to be was like a bouncer at a bar and like kind of walk around the city and you could find fucking kaiju brains and whatever.
Well, I mean, like he couldn't
for
find
you.
the kaiju brain in there. They had to kill a kaiju. and
Well,
then he
yeah.
could get the kaiju brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we actually get to ratings and wrap up, so like right before he like links up with the kaiju brain,
Yeah.
Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Right? The second time.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I have 6 minutes before like the brain deteriorates. And then 15 minutes of a movie plays out, and then it goes back to him linking up with the brain.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Well, okay. Counterpoint. Remember Goku versus Frieza?
Which time?
The time where it was 5 minutes.
Which time?
The one he's Super Saiyan.
Just
the first time ever he's
just
Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
Okay.
Yeah, just Super
Yeah,
Saiyan.
yeah.
Not blue, not any of the other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay, sure. But like you're
We're talking about
If
something
5 minutes
featuring
can be 20 half-an-hour episodes, 6 minutes can be 15 minutes.
that you know what?
We're talking about giant robots. There's a Japanese girl in it. Like it. Come on, we move on their time for this movie.
She's not your Ramona Flowers, leave her alone.
That girl is not your Ramona Flowers. You leave her.
Okay, ratings. Jesse, you go first.
Yeah.
I'd give it like 6.5 out of 10. It was a good time. Brainless like action was fun.
Lots of
and-
brains, actually, but that's
Well,
beside the
yes,
point.
yes,
Yeah.
brain-filled, brainless actions. And then anything that was just people was
Bad.
It was
unless it was
fine.
Charlie Day and
seems
Hellboy.
fine.
What's his name?
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
2 out of 2 kaijus, but it turns out there's a third one.
I knew I was right. Fucking incredible. Like that motherfucker with the "I told you" face too. Incredible. And then for me, 8 bings out of 10 bongs. I think that's the highest rating I've given.
I think
I
it
think
is.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I unironically love
So,
this movie,
but-
and I hate that I love it.
Before we like actually wrap up, what constitutes 10 bings out of 10 bongs?
It's La La Land.
That's it?
That is quite literally the only movie in my brain that hits 10 out of 10. Like I'm not even like trying to be funny. So if we watch a movie where it hits that point, then it hits that point.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I swear to God, if you start trying to make me watch
First
Bollywood
Man.
movies-
Do you think that there's any alternative to that happening at some point?
Well, no. I
Do you think
like,
you can get out of this
hold on.
project?
Listen, I've already got 3 picked out for us to watch.
Oh.
So you don't need to do your part.
Oh,
Putting
okay.
that out there.
All right, nice.
What are we watching next week?
Next week, we are watching Agent Cody Banks.
Bro, Jesse is going to get fucked 3 weeks in a row.
I've seen this one. I saw this one once as a kid. I have not. Wasn't fucking like Lizzie McGuire or something in it too?
Oh, man.
God.
Her real name is Hilary Duff.
Oh yeah.
And
But yeah,
this is
she
gonna
was the
be-
love interest.
This is
Okay.
going to be incredible.
And her dad was the bad guy.
Maybe
This is going to be incredible.
it was Muniz, right?
Mm-hmm. Frankie
Yeah,
Muniz.
yeah. Oh boy.
Well, like, subscribe, do the thing. Bye.